it's 5 o'clock. Okay. Hey, Queering Feminism, it's Des. Sorry, my video is running late today. It's 5 o'clock already. I think my kitty's behind me. Rosie, say hi. Hi, say hi. I'm filming in my kitchen for once. It's the best lighting in here. So, sorry about last week. Last week was crazy, Thanksgiving. I didn't end up posting. Probably make up a video for last week because it was a really good topic. But yeah, let's just go ahead and start with this week's topic. This week's topic is biphobia in queer spaces. I think this is an interesting and important topic. Well, it's interesting and important for the same reason, and that is we're talking about discrimination within our own community, which is not something that everyone considers. I don't know a whole lot about the whole biphobia thing. I've never experienced it. I have no problem with bisexuals. I have a few friends, a few really good friends that happen to identify as bisexual. You know, the queer community is often so gung-ho about being discriminated against, but oftentimes they fail to realize that they're discriminating against people in their community as well. Discrimination happens throughout our community, not just with not just with bisexuals, but, you know, with transsexuals, with butch lesbians, with femme lesbians. It happens with everyone, but bisexual discrimination is a really, really big deal. A lot of people have issues with bisexuals because they feel like they're selfish, which I don't really get. I just think that everyone has a certain amount of sexual fluidity to them. So I think that everyone could really be a bit bisexual in their own way. But you know, it's hard for people to open their minds to that. They're set to like one way of doing things, and so they don't get why, you know, but a lot of people think, oh, bisexuals should just choose one, pick one and stick with it. But I think that it's very, very possible for someone to truly be attracted to both. And it's not because they're selfish, it's not because they can't make up their mind, it's just because that's the way they are. So, but it sucks because, you know, it's something that a few of my friends have to deal with. Like, you know, I know a girl who identifies as bisexual who has issues finding someone to date because lesbians especially, okay, so like with a bisexual female, oftentimes like a guy will totally dig it, but a lesbian or a female that she would want to date would totally be like, no, I'm not really interested because I'm afraid you're gonna leave me for a guy, you know. So I think that bisexuals face a lot of discrimination from both sides, really, from men and women. I've never dated a bisexual. I don't know that I would. I don't know that I wouldn't. I don't see why I wouldn't. I mean, I date a person for who they are, not their sexuality. So, you know, but I have not ever dated someone. So I'd like to, you know, I think it would be really great for people to comment that have dated someone that's bisexual or that are interested in that, and tell me what it's like for you. Tell me if you've ever had any doubts on that. And also, I think it'd be really good for people that do have issues with it, you know, to make a response video and tell us why. Why do you have issues with bisexual people? They're a part of our community just as much as everyone else is. So what's the big issue? I think I used to be a bit biphobic. Is that what you would say, biphobic? I used to have some issues because I used to think that I used to think it was crap, that no one could possibly be attracted to both sexes. but I've experienced differently now, and I disagree. I think that it's very possible. I don't understand it because I'm not attracted to both. I'm attracted to women, but I don't think that anyone has the capacity to understand something like that until they are actually living it, until they experience it. Just like no one could possibly understand what it's like to be me, to be a lesbian, unless they were to live in my shoes and to experience being a lesbian. So I think it's important for us in our community especially to be open-minded and to realize that bisexual people are very, very important to our community, and they're people too, and they deserve to be treated like we deserve to be treated. And we've got to get rid of those stereotypes of, oh, he or she is selfish, or he or she can't choose, or they just want to have their cake and eat it too, that kind of thing. Because that's not necessarily true at all. I do know that some people, when they first decide that they're not heterosexual, let's just say that a lot of people do use the bisexual term as a transitional phase, to make themselves more comfortable with being non-heterosexual. And then oftentimes they turn and they decide that they really are just gay or lesbian or queer or whatever. So it's just important for us to understand that everyone's experiences are different, and just because I'm a lesbian and I'm friends with a girl that likes both people, likes boys and girls, I don't have an issue with that. And I think of all people that should be open and understanding and welcoming, it should be them. It should be us, right? It should be the queer community. We deal with diversity all the time, and it's just, being bisexual is just another aspect of that diversity. So thanks for listening. That's really what I have to say. That's pretty much it. So peace out.